founder of the Nani Academy. I realized she was not proud of what she was doing. Like, okay, yeah, she's doing this job, but she doesn't want to go outside to tell people that she's a nanny. It worried me, but it also helped me to start thinking about, that as a problem. Like, okay, what could make her feel better about her job? So the gap is to professionalize nannying, caring for children, to make it dignified like other professions. We are sacrificing the future of other young Nigerians, for a few. So where we have underage children, we stop them from going to school so they can care for our own children. It's not fair. My name is Amara Agbim. I'm the founder of the Nani Academy. The Nani Academy was founded in 2011, and that makes us 11 years this year. What we've been doing for 11 years is to recruit, train, and place nannies. We do this for local purposes as well as for international purposes. I usually describe myself as an immigrant to Lagos, but I've been immigrant by marriage. So I got married after my NYSC and I came to Lagos. I don't have family in Lagos. My mom is not in Lagos, my dad is not in Lagos, so it means that my support system is not here. And so I came, I got pregnant, and I needed to have my babies. And then I had a load of dreams. I wanted to develop myself. I didn't want having babies to stop my dreams. But being pregnant made me panic. What's going to happen now? Who's going to care for this child? I want my child to get the best. What are the support systems here? And of course, people say, oh, you get somebody to help you take care of your children. And I say, what kind of people? Because I grew up in the East, where having maids, little children, underage children, work in families as maids were the practice, and I never liked it. And I said, okay, I'm not going to do that. I don't want that. So these are some of the happenings around me that gradually led me to realizing that I needed a nanny. Then I hired my nanny, the first nanny for my children. I made sure I hired a professional nanny. That's a woman who, was available and willing to care for my child. And I was paying her. She was coming and going, so I paid her salary. And so from my interactions with her, I realized she was not proud of what she was doing. Like, okay, yeah, she's doing this job, but she doesn't want to go outside to tell people that she's a nanny. It worried me, but it also helped me to start thinking about, that as a problem. Like, okay, what could make her feel better about her job? And then at the same time, my friends were having babies, and they're like, where did you get this woman from? Where did you get her from? I told them, well, some of them already took the maids, the little girls, and they were having issues already, but my nanny was still going on strong. And then my second pregnancy was on the way too, and she was still there. Yeah, so this was, the point where I said, I think I need to do something. So the gap is to professionalize nannying, caring for children, to make it dignified like other professions, like teaching, like nursing, to be recognized, to be a profession, a means of livelihood that people can take up with pride, be paid decent wages, have their rights protected, because it supports the family. It's a very vital, important. So that's the major gap. We have a lot of people who are helping, of course, to raise the millions of children that Nigeria has, but how many of them are working, in the right conditions? How many of them are happy to do the job? How many of them are not being forced to care for children? So we want to change that narrative, to continue to raise the awareness, and dignity of people who work in childcare, in domestic spaces. Yes. It's giving me a headache. Yeah, so my perspective about it is wrong. We are sacrificing the future of other young Nigerians, for a few. So where we have underage children, we stop them from going to school so they can care for our own children. It's not fair. It's not helping the country to, to grow in the right direction, right? Yes, and so I think it's a practice that should be abolished. And I have always said we need to get to a level where we need to pass certain legislation that will fight against underage children working as, nannies. I don't really even say house help. I would say between a nanny and a housekeeper. So a nanny is someone who cares for children, and children are usually between the ages of 0 to 16. Yeah, we could add 16 to 17 and 18-year-olds, but then usually 0 to 16 years, they are children. So nannies care for them, essentially their physical well-being, mental well-being, keep them company, teach them manners, and protect them from harm, social harm, physical harm, and work in partnership with the parents to get the children to become responsible adults. But then housekeepers, like the name already suggests, they are people who take care of the house. They clean, they run errands, but don't get it wrong, nannies can also clean the house, nannies can also run errands, but then it is assumed that where a housekeeper is employed, maybe there are no children, and so the housekeeper is going to be tending to the laundry, cleaning, and other areas around the house, as the case may be. The best practice is this. A nanny is supposed to, of course, around the child you're caring for, you do the housekeeping around that child, you do, the cleaning and laundry around the child, that's fine. So you see, if there's a large number of children, then it is not going to be easy for the nanny to combine being a nanny as well as being a housekeeper. But what I always say is, we don't need to employ 2 nannies or 3 nannies if we cannot afford it. Having one is okay, but the parents too. Like I said earlier, it's a partnership for the benefit of the children, right? Yeah, so parents giving a little hand, even when they have a nanny, can, help to create a balance, because it will still result to child abuse when a nanny has, a load of housework to do, house chores to do. It will result in negligence for the child. So there has to be a balance. The perception the society have of caregiving is looked down upon. So you see that many people do not want to do it. This is a very big challenge. Many people don't want to do it. Yes, but we know we have a serious level of unemployment in Nigeria, and this is a valid means of employment that can keep people busy, keep them off from being idle and all of that. It is profitable if you have the right resources, which includes, startup funding to withstand the dry period that you're just starting out. And in our case, like I said, we had started for 2 years before we got the UWIM funds. We got the federal government grant, and it was really a timely intervention that helped us to stay. In fact, we got this facility from the funding then. We quickly moved from here. We got 10 million. Yeah, we got 10 million at the UWIM grant, and it was very helpful. Yes, and so it helped us to put in the right effort. It gave us time to gradually evolve and then start making profit.